boys, it's Dan. Welcome to the first Premier League video of the brand new year.
Time to take your seat.
You'll never stop this thought. I will never let you go. But who am I to say? Maybe by now you should know. You got your somebody calling, you think you're somebody, don't you? I think you're scared of keeping somebody close.
Manchester City, the kings of English football.
Now, if you haven't gone and seen the first video of 2025, which was a game of real fantastic drama last time out, go give that a watch. But in further ado, let's get into game week 20 of the Premier League season. Now, boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan10 at checkout. Peace. Now, our first game is on Saturday at 12:30. Is Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle played against last time. They played against Manchester United and got a victory against Man U. And Spurs, they played against Wolves and got a 2-2 draw. But Spurs and Newcastle are flying. Newcastle are coming deep. They're coming good now. I'm going to go Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle 2. And this week's guest is Maisie. She's finally managed to get her predictions over to me. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Dan for letting me back on the channel. Sorry about the quality right yeah, but so right, the first game we have is Tottenham Newcastle. I think Newcastle had a really good season last year, and then Tottenham had a good season this year. They're having an okay season. They didn't have the result they wanted on Boxing Day, but I feel like this could be a very close game. So I'm going to say it's going to be like a like a 1-0 draw, no, not 1-0, 1-1, or it could be 2-1 to Tottenham. That's what I think.
We now move to AFC Bournemouth versus Everton. Now, Everton played against Forest, and they lost to Nottingham Forest by 1-0. And AFC Bournemouth played against Fulham, and they got a draw. But I think in this game, Bournemouth will have far too much for the likes of this team. I'm going to go AFC Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. And now, Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Next game, Bournemouth, I don't know how to say it, Everton. Everton are having a good season so far. They did very well against Man City. Bournemouth, I haven't seen much of their play, but I feel like if Everton play how they played against City, they will win 3-1.
Now we move to to Aston Villa versus Leicester. Now, is there much to say about this game? I think Aston Villa will win it by 4-0. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Leicester. Aston Villa have had an okay season and Leicester the same. I feel like this is going to be a very even game, and I feel like either way it could go any way. I feel like I could say a 1-1 draw for this game, as I haven't seen much of their play and they're quite similar in team, I would say. So yeah.
And we now move to Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Now, Chelsea have had a minor blip in their season, losing 2 of the last 2 games, losing to Fulham and losing to Ipswich last time. Losing to Ipswich. Yes, but on a Palace are fighting for survival at the bottom of the Premier League. And I'm going to say Chelsea, they need to pull their finger out because Forest are now above them. Man City are coming, but I'm going to say it's going to be Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 2. Chelsea, can they get their form back? And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
We have Crystal Palace, Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, I have hope that Chelsea will go through and win. I feel like they've had quite a good start to the season, even with the draw at the beginning on Boxing Day. But I feel like they've been playing okay with their new strikers, and like their youngsters have been playing really well. I feel like Crystal Palace as well are a good team, but I feel like Chelsea could pull through and win 3-1 or even 4-2.
We now move to Man City versus West Ham. Man City won their first game in about 4 years. Well, felt like 10 games against I can see it was against a Leicester City side, and yes, and West Ham got a draw. West Ham played against Liverpool and got absolutely battered, which we all assumed, which they did get battered by 5-0. But West Ham without Jared Bowen, the captain. But I think West Ham will lose it by 3-0. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game? We now
Man City, West Ham. Man City have not had a great start to the season. They had a couple good seasons, but now they're really on their downfall. I feel like West Ham could give them a very good competition. I feel like West Ham are going to really show them a good match. I feel like it could go either way here because Man City obviously haven't had the best season, but thinking about it logically, Man City should be the best team, so you're thinking Man City will win. So I'm going to say 2-1 win to Man City.
Move to bottom of the table, Southampton versus Brentford. Now, Brentford were involved in another thriller at the Emirates fight, in a 4-goal thriller, and they lost it by 3-1. Southampton are what bottom of the league? Southampton 0, Brentford 3. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Southampton, Brentford. Brentford have had a very good start to the season. Same with Southampton. I feel like Brentford are going to push through in this game and really show their game. I feel like Brentford are just going to have a good game, and I feel like they're going to really give Southampton a challenge. So I think that Brentford are going to win 2-1 in this game.
Talking about Arsenal, they play Brighton. It's Brighton Hove Albion. This is Arsenal now. Arsenal, as we know, are a good team at the moment. They're second in the league, but Brighton have been inconsistent form. But Arsenal, they're just finding their feet again. Arsenal 2, Brighton 2. It'll be a 2-2 draw in this game. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Brighton, Arsenal. Arsenal again, they've had an okay start to the season. Brighton, haven't watched many of their games. I feel like Arsenal should be the team that win here, looking at it. If you're looking at it as in what team should be better, you're thinking Arsenal. But you never know with the beginning of the season. You never really know what's going to happen. So I feel like I think Arsenal are going to win, but it really depends. They have a good lineup, and I feel like they have the technicality to win, and they have so I think that Arsenal are going to win 3-1.
We now move to Sunday, I think. Yes, to Sunday, and to Fulham versus Ipswich. Now, Ipswich did got their first home win against Chelsea. Can that be their formula to push on and push on and push on to see what they can do against a Fulham team who have been very inconsistent? And I do believe that Ipswich can get a result here. Fulham 1, Ipswich 1. And Maisie, what are you saying in this game?
Fulham, Ipswich. Fulham have had a great season so far. Obviously, they drew to Chelsea? I don't remember who they played. I don't know who played who. Everton may have played. Oh yeah, they drew to Chelsea on Boxing Day. Ipswich, haven't seen much of it, but I feel like Fulham are going to give them a good game, and I feel like Fulham are going to win. They've got a good squad, and they've got some good players and some technical players. So I think it's going to be a 3-0 win to Fulham.
We now go to arguably the game of the new year so far, and the season so far, and the game week so far. Liverpool versus Manchester United. Where do I even start? Where the flip do I even start? Before we even kick the ball, we've lost. We haven't even kicked the ball yet, and we've probably lost. We have on our worst run of form of the year so far, well, ever. And we're going to need to sort this shit together. We need to start winning games, but I don't think we're going to get them. We're going to get people in the conversation. But the question is by how many? But Liverpool top the league. Us 16th in the league, 9 points off relegation at the moment. I do believe that we can get. I mean, our performance will be ideal. I'm going to go Liverpool 3, Man United 0. I don't think we're going to score, honestly. I don't think we're going to score even one against Liverpool. And Maisie, what he's saying in this game, probably Liverpool will by some sort of miracle.
Said about the Liverpool-Man U game, Liverpool had a great start to the season. I believe they are going to be in the top 3 at the end of it. So I feel like Liverpool probably will win. But you still have to think about Man U have a good lineup and like they are a good squad. So I feel like it's either going to be like a 4-2 win to Liverpool actually, or like a draw, like a 2-2 draw.
Now go to the last game of the game week, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Notts Forest. Now, Wolves are going to be without Matheus Cunha for the next 2 games because he got himself, because of that incident with Ipswich a few weeks ago, he's now going to get himself a 2-match ban. But Nottingham Forest, they're looking very, very good under Nuno. But I think that Forest could get the result here. Nottingham Forest to win it 3-2. Nuno going back 2-1 and new.
And then Wolves, Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest actually not a bad team. They have moved up, but like they've stuck their ground. Wolves, they're an alright team. They have a good lineup, but like you never really know. I think like it's going to be like a very even game. I feel like this game could go either way, but I feel like it's going to be a draw or a win to Wolves. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-2 draw or a 2-1 win to Wolves. Thank you again, Dan, for letting me on the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope I can get some points with this match week prediction. I feel like all the games are going to be a good games and good games to watch, and hopefully they're not boring. But thank you so much, Dan, for letting me on the channel. I hope I can be on the channel again soon. Bye.
And that will bring game week 20 to an end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you lot, as mentioned in the St Albans video, tomorrow for Watford versus Sheffield United. And till then, boys, have a wonderful new year. Let's hit 300. Let's hit 400 subs by next year. Well, this year. Well, no, next year. And the 25. Let's try and hit it, boys. And I'll see you lot tomorrow for Watford versus Sheffield United. Goodbye.